A blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to another video. Thank you all for tuning in. And as you can see, I am in the mobile office for this one. And we're going to talk a little bit about that game between West Indies and us and South Africa yesterday. After the game, I did a video and we had some fruitful conversations in the comment section, but there are still a couple of things that I would like to touch on in this one. We're also going to talk a little bit on former West Indies T20 captain Kieron Pollard. We see where information coming out of the England cricket camp. We see where they are saying that they are really looking forward to working with Pollard. Based on how they are putting it, seems as if Pollard is a walking fountain of knowledge when it comes on to cricket. Not only cricket in the Caribbean, but cricket in general. So, I saw where Matthew Potts was speaking on Pollard. So, we'll talk on that a little bit also. Give a listening ear. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. And also make sure you hit that subscribe button. All right. Let's get into it now. So yesterday, while watching the game, there are quite a few things that I realized, quite a few things that I addressed in the video yesterday. But one of the things that I really want us to look at is how Sammy and Brandon King organized things to look at certain bowlers at certain parts during the game. For months now, they have been speaking about roles and the type of roles that they want players to play. And Sammy said this a couple of weeks ago that, they are probably looking for two people. And some was saying that, they are looking for a batsman, a finisher. But I was thinking that, I think we spoke about this before. But we know that Akil Hussain, he has been the one over the last 2 years or so to help control the power play for us. And then from the other end, it has been switching between Alzarri Joseph, Andre Russell since he has been back, and Jason Holder. Now, I am thinking that we know that Hussain will be there, so they are looking for a pacer. Whether it's a medium pacer or an express pace to bowl some of these power play overs. And I think that is what we saw them trying to do yesterday. Matthew Ford, he bowled in the power play and he also bowled in the back end. We saw Obed McCoy, Shamar Joseph. Right, Shamar Joseph came on and he looked good. One thing that we have to remember is that most of the games here in the Caribbean, except for Barbados and probably St. Lucia, the pitches won't be too bouncy. So you are looking for people that will be skillful. And we saw a couple of those bowlers on show yesterday. McCoy, Matthew Ford, and Shamar Joseph is out and out quick. And he will definitely do a couple of things with the ball. So I am happy to see how they did it. At least we got an opportunity to see. I was saying that Hussain, it was weird how he didn't bowl a lot. I understand that he's already a part of the squad. I was saying that he's a part of the squad, hasn't played in a while. That is why I want to see him playing. But I understand what people are actually saying in the comment section that they want to look at a few other options, to see what they can probably select from, either to get in the reserve or when they are picking that making changes. I think it's tomorrow. So Obed looks good, you understand. Saw him bowling, his pace was up. Saw him trying to utilize that back of the arm slow ball. Matthew Ford looked good. Shamar Joseph looked good. So I think we need to go with the same team probably to really see, give the bowlers another chance. You understand? I said that they played a couple of people short. Holder and Shamar and Shepherd, we know, will play a couple of games. So I think they just really want to see who they can select from these guys that weren't named in the squad. And as of now, it's difficult to say. It's difficult to say. Obed is doing his thing. Matthew Ford is doing his thing. And Shamar Joseph looked good. I mean, Shamar is already in the squad. So right now, you're probably looking at Obed McCoy, Matthew Ford, and probably looking at a batsman, you know. You're probably thinking Kyle Mears and Fletcher would need to fight for it. Fletcher didn't do much with the bat yesterday. So that is something that I wanted to point out, my people. The roles of the players. They have been talking about roles. Moti, as we know, will come on and will look to control things once they spread the field. He will look to be to be attacking. He will be he will be looking to try and take wickets while keeping the score down. So Moti, I like how Brandon King utilized him yesterday. This is how I see him being utilized just the same in the World Cup. If he's playing and Hussein, if they are both playing at the same time, I see Hussein bowling with a couple other bowlers to finish up the power play. And as soon as the power play is finished, I can see Moti coming in. You understand? And really looking to use his variations. Not even a bunch of variations, but when it comes on to his pace, he does a lot with the ball in terms of changing up his pace and stuff. So I just wanted to point that out, my people, that the players, the captain and the coach, I really like how they went about rotating and using up the bowlers. Even before we were looking at way down in the bowling innings, we had already used up 7 bowlers. You understand? Rotating, and I don't think it was on the case of them trying not to let the batsmen get too used to them. Obviously, that's a part of it. But I also think they wanted to look at bowlers and look at them at particular parts, time in the game. So shout out to King and Chase along with Coach Sammy for coming up with that. Just a couple more things to talk about, my people, but we'll probably touch on that later on. But just before we finish, I just want you all to know that the intent, the anticipation is building up. Teams are coming out and they are doing press conferences. They are talking about their players. But we see where England, they are talking about their man that they brought in, Kieron Pollard. Matthew Potts was speaking and he was saying that for years now he has been watching Pollard when he just made his debut for Trinidad and Tobago, and he has grown to admire him, has had several conversations with him, and according to him, Pollard is a fountain of knowledge, a wealth of knowledge that they will definitely be looking to lean on. And he was saying that it's not only Caribbean knowledge. They are talking about knowledge in cricket. Cricket knowledge. Everybody. All countries. When it comes on to playing cricket everywhere. You understand? So it's going to be very, very interesting to see these young coaches or young what they call them, advisors or mentors. Going to be very interesting to see how they operate in this upcoming World Cup. But we're going to leave this one right here for now, my people. We will touch base again later on. Big up.